These carpets are works of art, the very finest examples of their craft. They are new on their way to showrooms. This is a story of a transformational journey of Tibetan wool. Our journey begins in Asia on the high Tibetan plateau. Tibet is bordered by the Himalayas, the tallest mountains in the world. Most Tibetan sheep are aboriginal, descendants of wild sheep that still inhabit parts of the plateau. In response to tough climatic conditions, these sheep have evolved to produce a thick fleece rich in lanolin, a naturally occurring oil. Each fiber is grooved so that it can retain lanolin even under the harshest conditions. No other sheep in the world produces wool of this nature. The long fibers of the wool, up to 8 inches long, give the hand-spun yarn extraordinary tensile strength.
South of the Tibetan plateau lies Nepal. The first stop for our wool in Nepal is the town of Pokhara. Within what seems a stone's throw of the beautiful Annapurna range, Pokhara represents for many trekkers the gateway to the Himalayas. It is also the major entry point for Tibetan wool. These women spend their days amid spectacular scenery, scrubbing the wool clean in the gentle flowing waters of the Kali Gandaki River. After allowing the wool to drain on the riverbank, the women haul the baskets of damp wool up to the flat, grassy plain above. There they spread the wool to dry. Diki makes the wool ready for carding and spinning. After she removes the knots and other impurities from the wool, she and her husband Dorji distribute it to women from nearby villages who transform it into yarn. Carding is the process of aligning the wool fibers so that they can be twisted into yarn. Doing this by hand preserves the length and integrity of the fibers. Hand spinning engenders a subtle organic quality in the yarn that cannot be produced by machine. The yarn absorbs dye differently, taking on rich shades and nuances of color. The finished product has unequaled vibrancy and life.
The yarn now travels 240 kilometers east to the Kathmandu Valley. This factory follows the concept of appropriate technology. In essence, any process that directly affects the character of the materials is performed by hand. Anything else is a candidate for improvement. Each batch of yarn absorbs dye uniquely. This is especially true for the lighter colors. In the color lab, small samples of yarn are test dyed. Each dye recipe can then be adjusted to match the desired color perfectly. Colors are best judged in open shade on a sunny day. Once the formula is adjusted, it can be used in larger batches. Dyeing yarn requires careful preparation. The yarn is separated so that each strand has unobstructed access to the dye. The skeins are linked together into a long chain using metal rings. Next, the wool is dried on the roof in the open sunlight. final step in preparing the yarn is winding it into balls. These then go to the looms.
Weaving or knotting the carpets is a central alchemy of carpet production. One of the features which make a Tibetan carpet unique is the Tibetan knot. Tibetans use a double knotting technique called the sana knot. It is different from both the Persian knot and the Turkish knot. The men and women who knot the carpets form a carefully chosen team. They work closely together until the carpet is completed. The Tibetan wool is now nearing the end of its journey. This final wash brings out its beautiful color and natural sheen. After a final trim and inspection, these carpets are carefully packed and shipped to customers all over the world.